Now, I happen to be a convert in Islam. I became a Christian when I was a student of architecture.
The weapon systems, we've tracked that by satellite and with intelligence on the ground. At the same time, you have aircraft coming in from Russia and also from Tehran weekly, bringing in advisors, bringing in technicians, and of course supplies of armaments, communications equipment. And then the missiles that were put in 2 years ago were moved from Syria into the Bekaa Valley of Lebanon. Mm-hmm. So this has been ongoing. We at Stand Up America and our intelligence apparatus has been tracking this now for over 3 years, and it's all been validated, including the chemical weapons. This is the message from the Free Syrian Army. Neutralize the Syrian Air Force. Supply us logistically. Assad will fall in 30 days because he doesn't control the majority of the geography or the provinces or the districts in Syria. That's all they want. We do not have to have boots on the ground. We should have some intel covert operators in there working with the Free Syrian Army, but they need to neutralize that Air Force. Every time the Free Syrian Army is on the initiative, on the offensive, they get backed away because Assad comes in and bombs the villages as well as the Free Syrian Army. So that's all it has to be done. It's very simple. It takes about 3 hours to do that. I gave the targets to the government, to the Defense Department, of the 3 main airfields where the helicopters and fighters are, and that will totally change everything. And now you've got a secularist Free Syrian Army who have plans for post-Assad in the government. So they're very well structured, very well managed. I was surprised how well they have things put together, Alan, but it would take somebody like me taking over a delegation to get them inside to find this out for themselves. You can't do it within the Beltway.
Egyptian President Morsi's advisor on foreign affairs has given Egyptians the green light to fight in Syria. Is it an accurate assessment to say that the Syrian conflict has become a regional struggle for influence? And if that's indeed the case, and with the U.S. and Russia now becoming involved, are you concerned this could escalate into a regional war?
Oh, it absolutely is a regional war, and as we've seen it spread from Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, on up to Syria. You'll see next occurrences happening in Jordan. So it definitely is a regional war. It's an expansion of the global caliphate, control of all of that region using and implementing the ideology of Sharia. So that's Morsi in Egypt. Their intentions are to work with the Muslim Brotherhood. You know, I was just over there a month and a half ago and met with General el-Sisi and his staff, and I'm in touch with them on a weekly basis.
And so what does all of this mean for Israel?
Well, it's continued threats for Israel. I had a call from an Israeli last week, spent about an hour on the phone from him from Tel Aviv. They're very concerned about the maneuvering over there and what support they're going to get from anybody. They certainly don't want to deal with the Russians because the Russians are really supporting Tehran and the Assad regime, which are diabolical and historical enemies of Israel. So Israel's got to really pay attention over there who they deal with. We're trying to get them to support and get arms to the Free Syrian Army because they, in fact, will settle for some negotiated situation on the Golan Heights, which they cannot do with any other group over there other than the Free Syrian Army.
منطقة الشرق الأوسط الآن تعاني من تحديات كثيرة واضطراب كبير. اسمح لي أنا هتكلم عن مصر يعني. نحن نتعامل مع تحديات كتير بحسابات دقيقة خلال هذه المرحلة، والإرهاب اللي بيواجه المنطقة بيواجه مصر ده من أكبر التحديات اللي بتقابلنا خلال نحن نسعى بكل جدية للسيطرة على الموقف ده ومنع إن هو يتصاعد في مصر لأنه ده هيؤدي بالمنطقة لمخاطر شديدة.
Israel and Jordan, in coordination and close, intimate cooperation, so we are taking together action to assist the local rebel brigades in the south. So Israel, for example, is taking over 700 injured rebels, including the new commander of the Free Syrian Army, for treatment in medical treatment in Israeli hospitals inside Israel. We have a field hospital in the Golan Heights, close to the border, to treat lighter cases. We are providing the civilian population of southern Syria with everything. Fuel, food, medication, heaters, whatever you can think of. Jordanians are doing the same in their own sector.
الإرهاب في مصر والإرهاب في المنطقة خطر شديد جدا على استقرار منطقة الشرق الأوسط. أنا بتهيألي أي حد يبص على المنطقة دلوقتي ويشوف الموقف في اليمن والموقف في العراق والموقف في ليبيا والموقف في سوريا وممكن كمان يبقى في مصر يتوقف قدام ده كتير ويقول إن المنطقة دي رايحة لفين. الأمر محتاج جهود مخلصة مشتركة من الجميع عشان الأمر عشان المنطقة دي تستقر مرة تانية.
But I think the threats to Egypt, we had the Minister of Intelligence brief us on the internal threats as well as the external threats in the Sinai. Look at all the things that are happening in Libya. They're not good. That's right on your border. You looked at Sudan, you look at the south of Africa, south of the Sahara. There's a lot of threats out there. This Morsi is a bad guy, evil guy. He deserves to be put in prison for the rest of his life, and General al-Sisi and the new government will ensure that.
The Muslim Brotherhood wants a global caliphate. They want to kill every Christian they can find. Sharia law. And we have mosques being built all over this country. I got a call from Nashville, Tennessee. They're building a big one back there. The mosques are nothing but Trojan horses in this country. That's what the radical Islamists do.
فهي أزمة دينية ولا أزمة سياسية؟ لا كنا ولا حنكون إن إحنا نحارب ربنا.